All right, Sales Nation. Everybody's in sales. That's my theory. If you don't think everybody's in sales, then you're probably part of the problem, because every company is looking to drive sales, and you've got to find a way to do it. And I'll just tell you, if you use LinkedIn for selling or for like prospect harvesting, you absolutely are going to want to watch this video, and it'll be on Spotify and iTunes. I don't think you'll get as much out of it, but if that's where you pick it up, come back over and grab it on the YouTube side, because this is amazing. I mean, this literally, in my opinion, is a game changer for LinkedIn sales and prospecting. Because, look, in my opinion, the sales process has just gotten much more complicated. It's gotten tougher on salespeople because we've moved away from phone culture. You know, it used to be you find a prospect online, you could look up the company phone number, you could actually call the company and ask for that person. You had a 50% chance you'd get them. But today, everything has moved to digital communication, online, email, socials. If you were to try to literally call someone at a company randomly, you've got like less than a single digit chance of actually getting them on the phone. So when you go to LinkedIn and spend your time on LinkedIn, you notice it's real spammy, right? You get all kinds of weird messages that come in. It kind of drives people away. So we need a new way. We need to use AI to learn how to better engage with prospects and ultimately how to scale yourself. And as you guys know, I've been doing kind of a deep dive into the world of AI and recruiting, but this goes way beyond recruiting. This is for sales. This is phenomenal what you're about to discover today. I hope I'm not overselling this, because with me today, let's see if I can use my little technology here. I've got Robert Deck. Robert,
Hey, how are you?
good to see you again, my man.
Nice to see you. How you doing?
Oh, I tell you, Atlanta, we're single digits. We are
Right.
literally the same ratio. You have a chance of getting someone on the phone as our weather.
No,
Very, very cold.
we're pretty cold in Florida. It's not single digits, but in some parts of Florida, it's snow. My son
It's
goes, yeah,
crazy.
my son goes to FSU. They closed school down for a week. He's got, a couple inches. It's no joke for those.
It's a weird time. I don't know if you saw all the photos and stuff, but there was like, all the videos were coming out with people, walking the beach with snow.
It's not.
I've never seen that in my lifetime.
It's not. It's yeah. No, I don't remember. I
It's
mean, I
odd.
yeah, very strange. Very
Very, 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 very strange.
got a
All
lot of
right.
lot of things going on in the world.
Now, look, Robert, you're one of the things that you and I have in common. We're both from the world of staffing.
Hmm.
How did you transition or add on to your portfolios of staffing companies this new AI uh,
Right.
business that you have now started? Talk to us a little bit about
Right.
how that's come about.
So originally, when AI first came out, I'm a tech guy, love it. I started to implement it real early at my company. We were using it for things that people are using it for now, for actual submittals, just to kind of make the process a lot quicker. And I noticed the efficiencies in it really quickly. And I saw how easy it was to use. And I think that is actually one of the challenges. I think people just need to kind of use AI and understand how easy it is. And I think we're getting there day by day. More and more people are obviously adopting it in their workflow and their process. So I started using it and I loved it, and the results were phenomenal. My people that work with me, we have about 40 recruiters, were ecstatic, right? So it just was a natural progression for me to kind of dig deeper into it and see what I can do. So I wound up by luck speaking to a gentleman who came in for an interview who happened to be, a technology person, and we hit it off. And he had a recruiting background as well. And so then I had a developer and my knowledge, his knowledge, and we just really we were spending 60, 70 hours a week in the office, excited about this whole plan that we drew up that was going to save people a lot of time and generate leads for them and actually do what it says without being so complex, right? And almost be, it's really an assistant. And like you said, it's great for all salespeople. There's components of it that, I know we only have a half hour. So we're not going to be able to get into everything. So I'm going to kind of gear this towards the recruiter and why it's good for them and just the use cases for them.
Mm-hmm. Well, but I would say it's even beyond the recruiter. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
that's where it started from. So I don't want you to drop off if you're thinking I'm not a recruiter. It's just that's kind of how it's going to kind of come through in our little demonstration. We're going to give you a demonstration right now and kind of show you how this works. But this is very applicable to sales. And that's why I really want to drive this home for salespeople, because you're using LinkedIn for prospecting, for nurturing, and you probably have discovered that one of the best ways to engage with people is to go to their profile, follow them, or just kind of see the kind of comments that they're making online. First of all, and Robert, I know you would agree with this because you and I you've already shown me the demo.
Mhm.
But when people are posting online, they're putting comments out there. It shows you that they're an active LinkedIn user in the first place. You can always tell when you hit someone's LinkedIn profile and it's a dead profile, right?
Yep.
It just had their signs that they just don't use it. It's kind of like they have it for their company purposes, whatever, but they're not like actively engaging. So learning how to make a comment on someone's profile,
Yep.
is kind of an interesting approach. But the problem with doing something like that is, Robert, you can't scale it. You're one person. What if there's 500 people? I don't have time to go.
Right. And that's the whole beautiful part about AI, right? And you can absolutely, with this product that I have, and you're dead on with, you can customize it so it sounds like you.
Okay, so this is where I really want people to see this. So let's go ahead with this. We're going to now shift into a visual demo. I want you guys to see this because Robert and I were talking, and even conceptually it made sense, but I felt like, you really need to show this. So let's go ahead, take control. You should be able to do share screen.
Okay. So I'm going to
Click
go.
to AI. So tell us a little bit about what we're looking at right now.
All right. So here's the product that we actually created. It's called Click2.ai. When you get the product, there's an easy onboarding process where you can go through. I'm not going to go through it right now, but it will actually, I can go through some of it. You could click this open LinkedIn profile and it will actually take some of the information from your LinkedIn profile and add it. So you don't have to add it
Like kind of
manually.
pre-populate it.
Yeah, I'm kind of going through this real quick. Okay. So I'm a recruiter, agency, kind of knows that certain things, if I have any kind of job descriptions that I want to, that I'm working on right now. And it works with 4 different work groups, right? We have a sales one that's like a marketing one for salespeople. Okay. We have a business owner one. We have a job seeker one, and obviously one for recruiters. Okay. So if I continue to go through this, you can pick a pre-designed character or create a custom one.
Okay, wait, let's take a look at this. So you have a custom,
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I love that you've given names to your ICPs.
Yeah. So we have a couple of these that are pretty interesting. If you don't want to go through the actual customization process, which I'll show you right now, which is really easy to do. So if you were to pick a custom character, I'm going to, for all intents and purposes, just cruise through this quick.
Okay, then you can just kind of show.
Yeah, and I'm going to go back and show you how it works. So basically what I just went through is this setup.
This is the customization side.
This is the customization setup. Okay. So if you wanted to kind of go to this page, you can absolutely skip the sign up and go right here. What you would do is you put in what type of comment style you like, right? So you could be informal, professional, direct, friendly, funny, sarcastic, opinionated, right? A bunch of different ones.
Can you add more than one?
No, you can't, but you can change
one style at a time.
One style at a time, but you can change them very easily.
Okay.
And if there's a couple different options I'll show you later on down the road. So with the length, I want short and basic, okay? Because they don't necessarily kind of want AI to say anything that would offend anybody. It won't, for sure. It's actually amazing when you put it on these different settings. But what I suggest people do in the beginning is hit short and basic, try it out, see the results. When you're comfortable with it, you'll go to normal and basic, okay, or intermediate, and then you'll get better results. Because what differentiates these settings from the short and basic, okay, is it actually adds input to the comment or to the context of the post. With
Right.
this
So
one,
it's like it's using AI to read the post and then comment back on the post.
Yep. So
Guys, this is a game changer. I mean, it's incredible, and you just have to get used to like what these different settings are, and you get comfortable. Like I use a lot of humor, so I would definitely want to play around with the funny or the humorous just to
right.
see.
And you could even put in a kind of famous character maybe that it might sound like, or you want it to
Oh,
sound like
that's too.
somebody.
You know who
Okay.
we were just talking about was Steve Martin.
Yeah. I could put him in there. We could see
Who
how it
knows?
works.
That
Yeah.
might be. We might be dating ourselves with that
Yeah.
one.
I don't know if I would suggest using this for business purposes,
No,
but
no, no, no. You're right. You're right.
you
Okay, so
know,
for business,
yeah, for business, we could put in maybe um, Steve Jobs. It's hard sometimes with these types of people, and I necessarily wouldn't do this. This might be good. It also works on Facebook and Twitter. It might be good if you're
I
doing,
agree. I think
you know,
for now, I mean, you know what? And let's move it off funny because most people aren't going to be funny. Go ahead
right,
and just move that back
right.
to
We could keep
professional.
professional, right?
Yeah, short
So,
and basic.
but you can try it out and you'll see what it kind of says, and you can absolutely try it before any comment goes out or anything, and you can, decide what you like and so
Now, do they have Southern English?
forth. Let's
Well,
see
there's
what,
Appalachian.
yeah, let's see.
Southern.
Southern American English right there.
Let's go with that.
Right. So, and obviously I'm not from the South, right? Although I live in Florida, but I'm from New York. So I picked New York City English, and hopefully everyone could understand what I'm saying. I know I can't lose the accent.
Everyone's going to just have to run this through their Southern filter. No, this is a national. We're Jobtopia. We are
Right.
worldwide.
All right. So bear with me with the accent. Sorry. And I lived in California for 15 years. Go figure. So it also will go into your writing styles. Okay. What we did was we researched Stanford University, and we wanted to see how somebody sounds, like what makes up how you sound. So we went in and we got a bunch of different things that make up how you sound and your writing style, communication styles, and you can pick everything here. Okay. Your tone, whatever you want. Okay. Usage features. You can do complex sentences, compound sentences. If you like to do metaphors and compound sentences, it gets a big reaction from people, believe it or not. Look, it's like anything. Some people play it safe and some people don't, right? And
That's good. You know what? It's kind of, I could see that. I could see where using metaphors and analogies,
right.
uh,
And
because
listen,
you have to think more to come up with one.
right. And this thing really does a funny job. And I've tested it out with Joe Pesci in this, and it's really hysterical. But the reality is in sales, right? If you want to stand out, sometimes you got to walk on a different line, right? Than everybody else. That's
Mm-hmm.
up to you and what you're selling. Okay. So, if you're selling certain types of services that you have to keep it really professional and straight, I would definitely, for sure, keep those in the settings. Don't be sarcastic. Don't be, satirical, kind of
Yeah, I
keep
think
it.
it's pretty straightforward. I think this is so easy, so commonsensical right here.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So show us how this is good. So show us what this is going to actually look like now
okay.
inside of LinkedIn.
Okay. So there's two different parts of the program. Okay. There's one that you can do everything manually. So you can approve every comment. Okay. And what the product does, it will go in and you click the button and it's going to respond to the context of the post. Okay. And it will, however we set this up, it's going to listen to the settings and do its thing. If you don't like it, you could click it again. okay, if you don't like the settings. And it will come up with a different suggestion. Or there's different options on the second button. So if there's something you want to, if you're a recruiter and you want to offer your services, you click that button, okay? And it'll offer my services right within the context of the post. So this one actually says, hey, Philip, that's super cool. I help companies find great talent and engage partners. TBMs are awesome, just like finding the right people for your team. Let's connect. So I particularly wouldn't write that, okay? That's
No,
not
it's a little too, it's
right.
too aggressive, salesy,
Right.
whatever.
Exactly. I wouldn't offer services like this on LinkedIn. I don't think it does very well. I would just kind of support people's posts, okay? And when you support people's posts, they love it, okay? And then they start a conversation with you. Not only that, they don't know you. So immediately they're going to go to your LinkedIn profile and see what you do. And now it's like you're turning the tables, right? So if that person happens to need somebody and you're a recruiter or you sell pool services or whatever you do, you're getting a shot at all these people that you're commenting on for a potential customer. And you haven't even done anything. You just click the button. That's kind of
amazing.
right. So that's kind of how it works. Okay. You just kind of it uses AI to amplify your voice, and it reads the context and answers contextually. You can change the model in the back end to kind of sound how you would sound. Okay.
Yeah, and that's where you just kind of take time and tinker with it. Now,
Right.
show us what these tabs are on the right.
Okay.
Because I know what you just did was manual, and you have shown me, you showed me the
Yep.
automatic. It was filling these out one by one by one. It was incredible. And
Right.
this is the scaling.
Yep. So let me because I want to go in and just change, make sure all the settings are good for me. Right.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, if you need to change it for you.
Yeah, just because we changed some stuff. So I mean,
Oh
if you
boy,
want,
here we go.
all right, now I'll keep it for you. I'm going to take this off. This is fine. So some people like to use examples. We have that too here.
I like the clarifying phrase. I
You like that? Okay, we'll keep it. All right. So let's show everybody the real magic of the tool. Okay. By the way, if you want to do some posting about your particular product or service, or you just don't, have time to do posting on a daily basis, it also will do that. Okay. So you could be like 5 tips in finding a job in.
Wait, you need to change your to 5. You
Yep.
went with.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Okay. So here we go. So it also has different styles, right? We have story, crisp, list, case study. So you pick
People
the
like
style.
a list.
Oh,
Whatever. What is fine.
yeah,
Whatever.
I just click case study, and I can show you the difference. Okay. And within this, you have a great article. You can go in, then tailor it for what you want. You take out some stuff. If you want something shorter right off the bat, you can just go right to this button, rephrase it, increase the length or decrease the length. Okay. So it's very simple, easy to use. Listen, when you're a salesperson, here's the list style. Okay. And
That's what they like.
Right. And it's much shorter. Okay. And then once again, you can take out and put in whatever you do.
No, I like how you finished that though. Let's hear your thoughts, because that's what you're trying to do. Is you're trying to get people to engage.
Right. So in my opinion, if you're going after, say you're going after your ICPs and your ICPs happen to drink coffee, okay, you want to be talking about coffee all day, every day, as much as you can. Now, we all know as salespeople, we have a lot to do, so we don't have the time. So that's why this tool would be great. And you could, as simple as you could put into the program, I had a great cup of coffee, right? A great cup of coffee. It tasted like vanilla bean, whatever, right? Vanilla.
Yeah, just say vanilla.
Right? So, and then I can go and just make a story out of it. And now when I'm reaching out to my prospective ICPs, when they come back and check out who I am, they're going to see a story about coffee. Okay. So if I'm selling coffee, whatever it is, right now, I just want to, just like these influencers do, they talk about what their audience wants to hear, right? So maybe someone finds this an interesting article, or maybe you mention a particular coffee place, whatever it is, or a particular flavor that you're selling this month, right? So that people will come back and be like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Right. That's great. This guy's
Wait,
he sells coffee. He's got great coffee.
wait, don't just,
Okay.
oh, you discarded it.
It's fine. I could do it again.
I want the same one. I want to see.
Yeah. Okay. What did I write here?
I had a vanilla
great
coffee.
cup of vanilla coffee. Right.
And just do the same story.
Yeah.
Now I want to see, how do you add a photo to that?
Okay. So from a photo perspective, there's two ways of doing it. One, you can go down here, okay, and upload it from your computer for sure. Okay. Or I believe, actually, you know what? Did they take that away? Yeah, they took, no, here it is. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't work. You're going to have to put it from, if you're going to write an article, they actually give you that option in LinkedIn that you can create it right there. Okay. Right. So with this, you'd have to have your own photo, and you can just put it right in here and upload. Right, okay.
So this is not something, so you can't manually set this to do this every day for you. You got to go in and prompt it.
No, well, you have to prompt it, but
that's easy.
Yeah, but you can schedule 5 in a row. So you can do 5. So I would schedule this for later, right?
Oh, that's the same thing. You've got time. What you could do is go in on Friday and schedule all of next week, upload your photos, and you're done.
Yep, that's exactly what we do.
Okay, got it.
So you can be sitting down, maybe take yourself 20 minutes or half hour.
Thank you.
And
that's good. Okay, show us how this thing works with scale. This is what I wanted people to, I mean, this is awesome. I want people to see the scaling aspect of it. Okay,
so if you're looking for these coffee drinkers or people who...
let's just keep it simple. Let's go with, I used to do accounting finance, right? So let's put in controllers.
Okay, so I'll just do a regular search in LinkedIn. Okay, you don't even need LinkedIn Recruiter. You need a premium account because you have 250 invites, which most people either have a premium account or Sales Navigator, and it works for both. So if you're, a sales professional and you're using LinkedIn, you're probably using one of their paid services. So here are all the controllers that I have that are in LinkedIn.
And obviously you would click, like you did, you click second. You wouldn't click first because you're
already I already know my first people, and that's great, right? So say I want a particular location. Say I want to go to,
just do the great state of Florida.
Okay, boom. So it will, I can even go here just real quick to show everyone. There's a bunch of different filters over here. So if you wanted accounting,
industry,
you're right. Industry, it goes to service category, and then you can do keywords or companies, even if you're looking.
Obviously, the more the more you put with filters, the more narrow your results. So recruiters and salespeople, they understand that.
Yep. I actually had a search in here for human resource people, which I can remove, and I'll show everyone how to do it.
No, if you want to use that one, that's fine.
Okay.
Fine.
So just so everyone understands, when you click this button right here, I don't want to show everyone my key there, but
that's fine.
And you click enrich data, we give you their address and their phone number if available, or an email address. It's just depending upon what's available, and that's included in the product. And
so this search that we were setting up on the left side, the controller, it ends up giving you what we see on the right side.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do your search, right?
Oh, okay.
So here's my ICPs right here. We just did the search on controllers. All I have to do is click this bottom button. It adds them to ClickSee. That's what we named her. And if you look here are the people. Okay. Here's all the people that are right here. And you can do this, And you
need to do this page by page?
You do. We're actually going to change one feature where you'll be able to add up to 5 pages at a time.
Okay.
And that will be available literally like Monday. We're just waiting for Google to approve it. We've already done it.
Okay, good. So, but
Okay.
that's fine. So, but
Yeah.
this is good though, because you probably do want to like remove some people.
Right. You want to go through the list. You want to use AI responsibly and ethically, right? You just don't want to be hitting everybody under the sun that you don't need to. So, say I want to take out a couple of people here. So, what it's going to do is it's going to go out, okay, with a click of a button. It's going to, what I'm going to do is I going to comment on their posts if they have one
Mm-hmm.
and invite them as a connection. So I'm going to put in this because I don't have a job right now. Happy New Year. Would love to add you to my network, right? Period. Love to add you to my network, right? So it's going to customize all of these invites, okay? And I can write in obviously everything I want up to 300 characters, and it's going to send them to these people. But first, it's going to comment on their posts, okay?
Oh, it's
So
going to comment first.
yes, it's going to comment first, okay, and then it's going to go out there. Now, the reason it comments first is because you're hoping that they come back with you with something for you, right? And
Yeah.
when they come back with something, that's when you take over and you start the relationship that way. And then you could start adding value to their posts, right? But if somebody doesn't come back to you, and for sure they're going to go look at your profile. I mean, people do. It happens all the time. I have LinkedIn Recruiter, so I know I can see most of the people that I comment on their postings. They'll look at
They're
my
going to come back and of course that's
immediate.
just natural.
Right. That's what you do. That's why we do this. We're doing this. We're on LinkedIn because we want to meet other people. And I created a productivity communication engagement tool so that it makes it easier for us. And the people that want to
Wait, this is happening live.
Yes, I am not
I
touching.
want people to see. Look, I know you're not looking at us, but I promise you, he's not typing.
Yeah. So this will go. You can. I
Now
suggest.
let's watch this. So
Yeah.
here's Nora. It's going to her profile. Like, and a comment. The comment is a little bit hidden.
Yeah,
it got hidden in this one, but you can see. Look at this thing. It's amazing. Now I have a question for you.
Sure.
As everyone is kind of watching this amazing automation right in front of their eyes, can you tell the system only comment on posts that they've made in the last 30 days?
Yeah. So that's a great question. So what we've done is,
because you don't want to make it look like you're a creep.
Right. So what we've done is you can.
Robert just commented on a post I made 3 years ago.
Right. So you can now, what we've done is you can kind of choose when you want to comment, right? So if it's so you can say if the posting was only 7 days, or if you already commented on the post, it will know. So it's not going to comment again on the same post.
Okay, that's smart.
So yeah. So once you get into the groove of this, yes, it has all these intricate kind of details that we thought about, and it
look
kind of,
at this.
Yeah,
this is amazing. Okay, first of all, that's great that you can tell it to stay kind of current.
Yep. So we have a lot of settings, and we're constantly in development because I'm so excited about the product. This is not a job for me.
Great.
It's really. I've been a recruiter for 25 years. This is more of a passion. I love it. I can't wait for people to use it. It's going to help them. It's going to help LinkedIn because what it's going to do, it's going to create engagement, right? Because once you know someone comes back to you and maybe they're interested in using your services, then you go back to them and you take over the whole conversation. And then we get meaningful. This is how me and Tony met, right? I mean,
I'm sold. Look, I'm sold. I mean,
right.
I'm sold. I love it. And people have heard me say this a million times. I really don't want the podcast to be, this infomercial. I want people to learn, about new products and services that they can use in business. I mean, this is Jobtopia, right? We trying to make our jobs perfect. get them as ideal, make your situation as ideal as you can. And I would say this was a perfect infomercial just because you kind of have to see it to believe it. And when what sold it for me was the customization of my tone of voice, my personality, my style. Because obviously, if you're going to have a system go out and comment, then it has to sound like you, and you're not going to feel comfortable. You're not going to use it if you feel like it's going to make you look like an idiot
Right. And
or
what
worse, an ass. So that's why I love that you can. I mean, you had all those dialects. That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's so, and just so you get comfortable, right? I suggest a good way to do it is to kind of get your tone, get your voice, find what you like, use the manual version first, right? And then you'll be able to see kind of how it responds to certain posts. Then you
Hmm.
can let it rip, right? Then if you
Right.
like it,
Get your comfort level up.
right, and it sounds like you, then you can go for it, right? And if if you tweak it enough and spend a little bit of time, maybe put some writing samples in. There's another spot for that. Different
Oh, I like that.
files that we have.
But hey, that's a great idea. Add a writing sample.
Yeah, so you can do it if you sound, like a great writer or something like that. It will pick up on it, and you put in 5 of them, it kind of trains it and understands how you would like something. So for sure, look, all I can tell you is it allows one person, solopreneurs, recruiters, to do so much more work, and they're able to do so much more meaningful work, right?
But
Our
again, I think this is for sales. I
Yeah,
keep saying, you say recruiters, I say sales.
no, I agree with you 100%. I said solopreneurs.
Oh, you
It's
did.
yeah. So, and not only that, but we actually have something that you can respond, or I shouldn't say respond, but comment from the company perspective. Uh,
Like we said at the top, there's a lot of other features.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this is, we're really coming to the close of our demo. I just wanted
right.
people to get a look at this. Look, because, Robert, I think you would agree, the sales process has changed so much. It's gotten so much more complicated, and it feels so less human
Yeah,
because, again, people don't talk on the phone.
right. And I think, and the funny part about this product is you're using AI to make those real connections, because now you don't have to spend your time doing the other things you do to set up meetings. This kind of does it for you, and then you can concentrate on the important stuff like meeting people, talking to them, right? This doesn't do, it doesn't take over the whole sales process. It just takes over the,
No, 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 no.
the
To me, I see this as this is top of funnel. That's
yep,
what this is, and that's where most people have the trouble. Not like every company has some version of marketing, whether it's a dedicated organization like I'm in that I run, or you yourself are having to find ways to kind of brand and market yourself. And that's where something like this comes in because
mhm,
it's very difficult to generate those qualified leads that just show up and are ready to be communicated with. But that's exactly what this tool does.
mhm,
It's
yep,
setting up. It is literally setting up for whoever needs to be making those calls, interested people who are ready to, talk about whatever you're selling. I think it's great.
yeah.
Um, Robert, what's the best way for people to connect with you? Maybe do a trial or just sign up and see if it works for them. What's the
So
best way?
right, so they can go on they can go on LinkedIn for sure. I have a book a time meeting right on my profile. That's probably
Okay,
the easiest way, especially if you're using LinkedIn. Or you can go to the website. You can start it. There's a button on there that says
go
it's
ahead and plug the website.
click two. It's CLICK, the number two dot AI. Okay. You can go on there, start a free trial. You don't have to put a credit card in or anything like that. If you need some help, we have a AI chat bot on there. You can
Of
answer,
course you do.
and one of us will get back to you pretty immediately. So everybody's kind of connected to the chat bot. So when you ask it a question, it's only kind of like to figure out what you're looking
Yeah,
for,
like where
and
do I
then
need to put them?
right, and then we call you. Okay. So that, we believe in the human touch for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what I think everyone sees that. I mean, really, this is, we are not replacing people. What we are saying is we are helping you scale yourself in a meaningful way in the platform that most professionals are using, and then you take the process over. Robert, I think this is amazing.
I
I'm
appreciate
going to
it.
talk to you offline. I
Yep.
love it. I really do. And I see so many great use cases for this. Well, thank you so much for coming down, talking to us here at Jobtopia and giving us this great little walkthrough today, Robert.
Yep. I appreciate you inviting me on. And if there's anything I can do for, everybody out there, just let me know.
It's awesome.
All right.
That's awesome. All right. Stay tuned, everybody.